What's up, guys? We have some developer notes to go through. Just got released, I think, today or yesterday. So let's go through them quickly. First thing on the menu is the new co-op battle boss, so Tyrant Gigas. They will be introducing it on August 9th. So that's gonna be still a while before we get him. Don't really care too much about it, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. Like I don't care too much personally about the new boss. They unfortunately didn't translate the pictures. Granted, there's not much here to be seen anyway, but it would be nice if they actually did it in English instead of just copy pasting Korean stuff. But it is what it is. They're just lazy like that. So they're also reducing the active battle period. So each season's reward will be halved from the 8-week long schedule and increase the elimination reward. And overall, we will be getting more rewards. So the periods will be shorter, but we'll be getting more rewards as a result. And also we're getting more points for eliminating level 5 and 6 bosses. So basically more rewards, less time to do it, and we will be getting more points from doing the level, so we'll have to do like less of the boss, like as a guild. So overall a good change. Like sure, you know, if you have okay guild, you're getting max rewards on everything anyway, but sure, why not have it just take less time? It's boring content anyway, so sure. Dimension trimming, basically, to my understanding, they are lowering the difficulty. That's the way I see it. They're saying that the content should be to farm high level equipment, and forcing players to manually play made the content unfriendly to users. And because of that, in mid-July, the gimmicks that require players to play manually will be adjusted overall to lower the stress of playing the content while giving more access to the equipment. The way I read it is basically they will make the content easier, so it's auto-friendly. So you can slap your units and just auto the shit, which sure, that stuff is unnecessarily difficult for no reason, to be honest. So like the content is whatever. So yeah, it should be auto clear because that's where you get your gear materials from. So gating new players and even like older players, like for me to push past specific CPs, like I would need specific units and well geared units on top of it to do like higher difficulties of dimension trimming. I stopped at 30. I think it goes up to 60. I stopped at 30 because I was like, it's not worth the effort. I'm content enough with 30. And yeah, I will see. Maybe one day I'll push more now that we have a dupe system for ships, so we can get more CP from our teams. Plus we have more units. Plus the difficulty will be lowered. So who knows? Maybe I'll sit down and try to push to 60. If it's not like too bad. But yeah. That's for the dimension trimming. Now, Substream seasonal episodes and quality of life additions. So now all the seasonal events will be under separate categories. So you will be able to see them like separate from normal stories, which whatever, sure. Also, we'll have new seasonal episode in August. So let's see. New seasonal episodes featuring from August will have their story updated. Okay, sure. let's see. Also, some other quality of life related episodes. Right. Okay. Sure. So I think it will be just easier to tell which episodes are related to each other, story-wise. I'm assuming. Ship balance and skill effect adjustment. So, to my understanding, ships could get skill sealed, which some people thought was a bug, but it wasn't. It was intended, but they decided to just say fuck it to avoid confusion for players. They will give permanent immunity for the ships from getting sealed, so that's not gonna happen anymore. And by doing so, New Ohio would be lower value, so they are changing it. Now it will give the damage taken amp for soldiers like it did before, but also it will give knockback resistance after deployment, which is actually pretty interesting. This might be my new ship to go, because the one team I hate fighting is Double Horizon. Apparently it's not a big issue on Korean server, like no one really uses the regular Horizon, but on global she's used very often, and like honestly, very annoying unit. If you don't have like anti-shield unit, it's kind of annoying to deal with her, because she just knocks your fucking team under ship. And like if you're playing on auto like me and you get not a great order of units, it just sucks to see your team just fucking lose to a fucking dumb Double Horizon push. It's like, this just should not happen. So I've been looking for answers, and hey, maybe this ship is actually the answer I need. Give the knockback res and you can stick your fucking pipe in your ass. So we'll see. We'll see if that's gonna work. Also, Gleipnir will have attack speed slightly increased, so sure. Here they're going over the points. Basically, they're splitting season into two, like half seasons, I guess, right? So there won't be like one long season. Instead, you have half of a season and then the second half of the season. Now you will not be able to get demoted from Plat 5. So if you reach Plat 5, you cannot be demoted from that point downwards. Also, I don't know. I feel like you need to be Diamond 5 now to get this skin, I think. I'm not sure about that. Did they say anything? Yeah. Diamond 5 or higher. I don't... Oh yeah, okay, so you did... Yeah, okay, so you did have to have Diamond 5. So that didn't change at all. It's still the same amount of points for Diamond 5. It's just you will have to climb less now, basically. Because now you're starting in Plat 5 instead of Gold 5, right? So you're skipping whole tier. So you're saving yourself 1,000 points worth of climbing. So, sure, that's good change. Also, as you can see, there's less points after Diamond, I think, 4. From Diamond 4 onwards, you will need less points for each. So Challenger will be 6,000, not 7,000 points. So, like, overall, just less climbing, as you can see. And here you can see, like, if you have a specific rank at the end, what rank you will have in the next season. So as you can see, Plat 5, 4, and 3, you will be Plat 5. Plat 2, you will be Plat 4, and so on and so on. So, sure, that's decent. So in my case, I think I'm Diamond 5, pretty sure. So I'll start actually in Plat 3 instead. So, also the next skin, since we'll be going into the next season. They're doing another prestige skin for the ranked. This time we're getting Amy first wing skin. Pretty whatever, to be honest. I didn't like the Replacer King one, and I don't like this skin either. And for a character I don't like on top of it, so yeah, it's not like I expected anything else, to be honest, since by the looks of it, they're only gonna be doing skins for good PvP units. Amy is a good PvP unit, and so is Replacer King. They're units that you only use in PvP, so it makes sense, and I'm gonna assume that this trend will continue, so I'm not expecting any of my cool PvE units to be up for a skin here, so just, you know, I'll get this skin regardless, because again, I'm doing like one auto daily and unranked to get the daily mission done, and I just, yeah, like my teams and units are strong enough to just auto into Diamond 5 and get the skin, so like I'll get it regardless. Just, yeah, it kind of blows that not the units I would use. Like, at least it's a female unit, but probably the worst female unit, honestly. I would rather have pretty much anyone else, so that kind of blows. Also, I think it's only for awakened units too, from what I see, since Replacer King was first and now Amy. So that worries me, because a lot of awakened PvP only units are not interesting to me, so that kind of blows. Now, on to the news that I do care about, is on July 5th, we're getting the Ethereal Moon Splitter event, or side story, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so they did not mistranslate. Actually, it's the same name that they said that they will be releasing as a compensation for global, so that's good that they at least didn't fucked up on that one. And yeah, now I know which side story this is. The side story we had on Korean server past the Origin update, or no, before Origin update, when I started my account, because that's the unit I was rolling for, or re-rolling for, the Awakened Chifuyu, and the story was there. And shortly after, we got the Chinatsu rearm, right? So on July 5th, which is in 2 weeks, my understanding is we'll be getting the Awakened Chifuyu, actually. So they did change the schedule a bit. We are not getting Regina, and we will talk about her very soon in the later news here. So we're not getting Regina next. We are getting Chifuyu next, and we're also getting Chinatsu next for the rearm unit. Like I said, be prepared for her, because she's coming very soon. Sooner than well, actually, at least for Chinatsu, it's about the time I expected. So I'm glad I was on point with that. With Chifuyu, I expected her to be later, so that's interesting. We're getting her now in July, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because she's a really good unit. I like her a lot. She's actually like feels so unkillable, and she also does a lot of damage on top of it. So definitely recommend, like strongly recommend pulling for her, especially on new account. She carried my ass so hard on my new account on Korea. Like, it was ungodly how much content I could have I done because I had her. So very, very good unit. And Chinatsu, I don't even like have to mention, like Chinatsu rearm is just fucking disgustingly OP. So this is like a must. Like, I would say fuck literally every other rearm. I would say this is like #1 priority, because with her, like, no matter what units you use, you can slap rearm Chinatsu with them, and everyone is just way stronger. They take less damage, they're healed so fucking much, they even do more damage. Like, yeah, Chinatsu must have. So just get your resources ready as much as you can in those 2 weeks if you haven't been stockpiling, because this shit is hitting the fan soon. So, alright. On to next news. Mainstream episode 9.5. Cool. We're pushing the main story still, which is nice. Trying to catch up to Korea. Although recently, I don't know how much I believe that anymore. It feels like dev's been they slow down and not been giving a fuck much. At least that's what it feels like. Maybe not, but that's the feeling I was getting lately. But yeah, I think we're not too far now. If I'm not mistaken, there's only like episode 10 or something, and that's it. I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure we're like super close to being done in terms of story. Let me actually see mainstream on global, because I think it shows the episodes we're missing just grayed out. So we're getting 9.5, so there's only episode 10 after that. That's it. So we'll be only one story behind. Granted, Korea, from what I saw, I think is getting main story update, I think. Or maybe it was event, I'm not sure. But they are getting some story, so maybe we'll be 2 away now, but regardless, we're catching up on main story. Like, that's all you need to know. Now, quality of life. Oh yeah, and Levia will be on the counter pass, so that's cool, I guess. I know there's been one guy who wanted Levia, so there you go. Like I said, July latest. So there you go. Levia will be on the counter pass. It's just like weird to me that she's on July 26, because that's the end of the month, and we have 5 days of current counter pass left. So I think we're getting someone else right now. I don't. Maybe I missed it. Like I don't remember announcement which character we're getting. Oh yeah, Scarecrow, right? I think Scarecrow. That's the character we're getting now. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it was. Okay, so in 5 days we'll be getting Scarecrow, and then in month, so end of July, we're getting Levia. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Which is kind of cool, because Agnes is literally like pretty much the next unit that should be added. So yeah, I'm excited. Agnes, really good sniper. Just a better Xiaolin, so I'm excited for that. And Christina should soon too, though I know not many people care. Minus that one guy. So yeah, I think Christina will be here soon as well. All right. Quality of life stuff. So you will be able to now see where you can get the specific gear from. So if you, for example, select the Wind Relic hands, you will be able to see sources where you can get it from. Sure, whatever. I still want to see the fucking options to see like what main stats and options you can get without like actually owning the piece. I don't know why you cannot like just preview the piece and see, okay, well, I can see that you can get Wind Relic hands from this specific content. I would like to see what stats those fucking relics can have, what main stats it can have, and what options it can have, so I can decide if I want to farm it. Instead, I have to Google and fucking find specific set and find a spreadsheet with those stats. It's just unnecessary. So I'm still waiting for that quality of life. One day, surely they'll figure it out that, okay, it should have been in the game from the very fucking start. So, same for the, like, special equipment for characters. It would be so much easier, or exclusive gear. It would be so much easier for me to recommend you guys pieces, which you should or shouldn't be getting, if I could just preview them without actually owning a piece. Because like I don't want to waste my fucking stamina trying to farm every piece just to see the stats on it. So like especially for the exclusive equipment, it would be nice to just see what you can get if it's worth farming for. Now the quality of life I've fucking wanted since literally day one of Origin. Like I'm sure I fucking mentioned it on the video. Why the fuck you cannot change the order of your favorite stages was beyond me. I wanted to also be able to just like, you know, with one button or whatever here, just do quick, like a quick what it's called, like to quickly be done with the stage, so I don't have to even go into like the menu of my team and stuff. I just click a button and auto skip from this tab. I think that would be cool. It would just, yeah, it would be just less annoying, because then I can just click bang 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 buttons and all of my stages are cleared. I'm done, move on in matter of seconds. Instead I have to one by one stage, I have to go into the fucking screen, do the skip button, and skip button is in different fucking place for stages, because those stages have it on the bottom like middle screen, and other stages have it on top right part of the screen, so you have to fucking guess which ones are which. It's just more annoying that way. So yeah, I'm waiting. One day surely it will happen. But they did add the option that I wanted, which is just changing the order. So now you'll be able to actually move those stages into your preferable order, which, yes, finally, because since day one I realized that, hey, they only keep the order the way you added them in. So if the new stage pops in that you want to be clearing on daily basis and you want to have it on top, well, fuck, now you have to unfavorite all of them and then favorite them in the right order, which was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing that. That's too much work. So thank God they added this. Also, PC client getting some mouse cursor option. You will be able to use it on the client and adjust the size if desired. Sure, whatever. Doesn't matter too much. Now, onto news that most of you probably, like, almost no one fucking cares about. New prestige skin. The one that you will have to spend like $800 on. It's for the Regina, for the awakened version. At first I thought it was for regular Regina, and I was like, who the fuck is gonna pull on that? But now it is for the awakened one, which makes way more sense. And because of that, the skin itself will be will start the new prestige on August, but because of that, the character itself will be released in September. So there you go. That means we are not getting Regina, awakened Regina, until September. So if you walk with me on this one, that means we are getting Chifuyu now in July, and then in August we are most likely getting the Rosaria, awakened Rosaria, and then after that we are getting Regina in September, and then probably Ludmila after that, and then Karen. So yeah, so the schedule is changed a little bit. Regina is pushed back because of the skin for global, and we're basically skipping her, which to me is fine, because Regina, I wanted to pull on her, but like she's the least important of all the units I want to pull on, because she's pretty much just PvP unit. I just like her design, but yeah, I know she's like mostly PvP, so I wouldn't get in like much use of her as a unit. So I'm kind of glad that they pushed her back, because now I can first see my luck on Chifuyu and then on Awakened Rosaria, and like if you care about strong units, Awaken Rosaria is the shit. Like, you want to definitely get. Like, she's really fucking good in both PvP and PvE. Like, her kit is really good. Just fucking save your currency at the very least for her if you don't want Chifuyu. Like, Chifuyu is not a must pull. I would still strongly recommend because I think she's really good, but Rosaria is like pretty much a must-have. It will just have so much easier time if you have her. So yeah, that's the schedule for that. And also in August we will be having a half anniversary from the Origin update, which sure we'll be getting more resources and rewards and stuff. Like, I don't care about Origin itself, but hey, I'm gonna fucking take all the rewards we can get because of the Origin update happening. So sure. But yeah, that's it for the update. Decent amount of information. Like, overall, how do I feel about it? Like, to me, it's big damage control. They've been fucking up hard, and I feel like they needed to release something that just doesn't piss off the player base. So I think this is a damage control post, to be honest. The call-up is not happening, so they were like, fuck, we cannot wait till end of the month to do the monthly monthly showcase or monthly preview for July for both servers. We need to get something now, something that like excites people and is more long term, and so they released a preview for the next basically 3 months roughly, because we know shit until like September with the content. So obviously there's probably some small things here and there that they didn't mention that will be available to us, but yeah, those are left for the monthly previews. So yeah, I'm excited to pull on Chifuyu and Chinatsu. I felt like I did not have anything new for a long time to play with. I've skipped like, I don't know, three Awaken units. Let me check. I skipped Awaken Maria, I skipped Curian, I skipped Awaken Sigma. So yeah, I've not been pulling for 3 months now for the 3 last Awaken units. So I was getting a little bored in that regard. Even rearm unit wise, I think the only cool one recently was just Gaion. That's it. Because I think before that we had like Titan and stuff, and I think there's been a little bit of a downtime too. So yeah, just lately, especially with like how Global was just shafted and collab and all of that stuff, I just didn't feel too good. So at least I have something to look forward to in the next, like in 2 weeks. I'll definitely be pulling on Chifuyu. I'll be immediately rearming my Chinatsu. She's already prepared. I have all the mats for her, and she's 110 already, and I have 4 imprints into her, so she's 4 out of 6 imprints too. Like I've been preparing for her, and I might even pull. I will see. I don't know if it's worth for the last 2 imprints to pull on the dupes, because I'm assuming she will have a rate up banner as well. But I'll probably skip because I don't know. She's very often in like those freebie pool stuff, and now that we'll have half anniversary, we're definitely gonna have some kind of banner with units on it. And the standard probably like 100 free pulls. 10 a day, that would be my guess. So very likely she will be on it, so that's potential source of dupes. So I'll probably just leave her. I think 4 out of 6 is already decent enough as it is. Yeah, so those are the things I'm looking forward to. In a week, we'll have the monthly preview, which we'll see how much new stuff they will showcase. I think a lot of stuff will be just confirmation of like, yeah, we're getting Chifuyu, yeah, we're getting Chinatsu, yeah, we're getting side story. Maybe something like one more thing that they didn't mention here or something, but yeah, I'm not expecting too much news on the monthly preview for July, because here we basically know the biggest things, I think. So yeah, that's it from me. Wow, we've been fucking 30 minutes. Overall, it's okay. Overall, okay. Dev notes, I'm not gonna say anything like negative about it too much. Because like for the most part, those are okay changes. It's just, again, just the period and they're fucking up lately been bad. So I know people been not too happy. But like overall, like if I had to judge this announcement itself, it's okay. It's good announcement. Like there's not much I can just like shit talk here. So, and again, like I'm excited myself for the specific units. Having Rosaria and Chifuyu awakened faster is good news to me. So. Like finally I'll be able to pull and have fun with new units, so I'm glad about that. But yeah, again, mostly I think this stuff was just damage control. Even with the half anniversary, they just dropped this small info as a side note that like, hey, August, expect some rewards and half anniversary and shit, because they just, again, like they just want to make this shit sound as good as it can be right now. So, but I don't mind. I don't care too much. Always gonna be a side game, like super AFK side game. So, again, I'm not. I'm basically just waiting for the game to be dead. Like I think. At some point, like I don't want to be negative, but like if I was real with you, I think the game will have its plug pulled in due time. I don't know when, but I think eventually. Do not be surprised if the game, if they just give announcement of, hey, the game is shutting down. I think that kind of stuff is coming. I don't know when, I don't know how long it will take, but that's what it feels like to me. That the game is on a side note, and if the people, we will bleed more people from the game. Like it's already niche as it is, but if we bleed even more with bad decisions and stuff, I think they will just pull the plug at some point and be like, okay, it's not worth developing this shit anymore, and that'd be it. So just something to keep in mind if you're thinking like long term and hardcore on this game. Yeah, just keep that in mind, that this ship is sinking, and we'll see how long it's gonna stay afloat. But alright, I've been fucking rambling long enough. Probably the longest fucking video for Counterside in a while now. It's nothing to be talking about. Alright, that's it from me. I'll see you guys next week with the patch notes and then with the monthly preview for July. Most likely, unless some new notes will be dropped. So, until I see you next time. Peace.